Hey guys, it's Randy with KC, and we're at the Gambler 500, and we're gonna do a vehicle rock around with my Toyota Corolla all-wheel drive GR, or AKA Gambler Ready. Let's take a look. Like a couple years ago, there was a rendering of a Toyota Corolla, or some of you guys that know the whole JDM scene, it's the AE86. And they tagged me in it. It was a beautiful rendering with an Ivan Stewart livery. And I was like, I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I think I could do that. Although, yes, for all those JDM nerds out there, they're gonna know like this is not an AE86, it's an AE92. But, long story short, I took an AE92 with some of my friends and family and basically took an AE95, which is a Toyota All Trac, and just mashed it together, took the driveline out of the All Trac and put it into this beast. And now it's an all-wheel drive Toyota Corolla. When I got tagged on that Instagram post, I was like, yeah, I could do it. And then I actually found, actually my coworker, Alberto at the time, basically found this all-wheel drive All Trac out of Washington. And I was like, you know what? You know, a couple $100, why not? Brought it down from Washington. And then we're like, all right, how is this gonna work? We looked at everything. We looked at like the chassis, we looked at like the drive line, even the actual, where the wheels sit, it was just perfect. And we took the drive line and we're like, you know what? We could actually put it in the muffler channel, and then the rest we thought was easy. We thought it was gonna be a couple of months, but it took us maybe like 4 or 5 months to do. Ultimately, what we did was we took the 4.8 GE engine. We had to rebuild it from scratch. And then we married the bottom housing, the 4AFE from the All Trac, with the transaxle to convert it into an all-wheel drive. Now there is a trick. You have to have a custom flywheel and clutch. So long story short, I found a shop in LA. After we were done with it, we basically had to get it dialed in regards to the suspension itself. So we took it to one of our resident professional driver that has done Baja 1000 and all the Baja series and any kind of trophy truck series out there. His name is Chuck Dempsey. Cody also works for him. All I gotta say is, I said, hey, I need you to build me a pre-runner. I didn't really tell him what it was. I just brought the Toyota Corolla, and next thing you know, he's like, what did you bring me? So, long story short, he took the suspension and he just changed it out whatever he needed. We worked with Ibach, we worked with Bilstein, and then we took it, brought the parts to Chuck. Long story short, I have a 4-link in the back of this Corolla. In regards to suspension, the travel in front is gonna be roughly about 7-8 inches. In the back, we're trying to push it to like maybe 11 or 12, but we'll see where it goes. We still have to dial it in. This is a first kind of reveal and a shakedown run, to be honest with you. Sitting on some BFGs, 215s, 65s, 103s, and some raceline rims. I did have to change the lug nut pattern, but because it's a RAV4 99 RAV4, we were able to just use that wheel hub and pretty much the whole strut system and bolted it on. There was some customization, obviously, you know, with the camber and all that, but other than that, it's from a RAV4 99 in the front. And then the back, it's the rear axle from the all-wheel drive All Trac. Did have 4-lug, but we basically used spacers and converted it into a 5-lug. It has drum brakes right now. We're eventually gonna change that, but drum brakes and then disc brakes in the front. But yeah, we'll see how it goes on this first lap around, and we'll adjust it accordingly. There is a full roll cage in here, thanks to Chuck and Cody. And this thing actually ties into the roof rack. Did a custom roof rack for it. It's pretty badass. And this also roll cage goes down into the subframe to basically support the rear axle and the 4-link. From there, it's also, like the roof rack also has a tire carrier. Everybody's saying it might hit this glass, but if it breaks, I'll just put some netting on it. So then in the back, we have a Jazz Products 16-gallon fuel cell, but like probably within the last 3 months, Chuck and Cody finished up the suspension and we're here. I mean, we literally at the 11th hour, I think on, you know, 2 days before actual Gambler, we were still wrenching on it and welding on it, but it's here and we're gonna do that shakedown run. So on top of that, our awesome friends at PRP did hook it up with a custom seat. Beautiful 4.3 harness. Got to make some adjustments, obviously. I'm a little short guy, so I gotta like try to reach the pedals better. So anyway, so got that. And then on top of that, we got rugged radio system that we're gonna also test on the track as well. And then this right here is our slim light LED. For this time around, we're gonna have this as our first phase, but we're gonna eventually change the lights out, and obviously it'll look different in the future. I wanted to thank all my friends and family and all of our brand partners for getting this Toyota Corolla over here. Certainly appreciate it. And remember, if you like this content, like and subscribe, and comment below on anything else that you want us to cover. Remember to adventure further.